It's Trudy here from This Chick Means Business, and tonight I wanted to do a live about webinars. Are webinars dead? Are we webinared out? And is a 5-day challenge the best replacement for a webinar in your business strategy? Now, I know getting people to come to your webinars live can be a bit of a challenge. And it takes a bit of promotion, and if you don't have the budget for it, that's a couple of weeks out of your promotional time to get people on live. And depending on how many people you have on a list and how visible you are online is obviously going to depend on the numbers. Now, I do not think webinars are dead. I get on average a 23 to 25% live show rate. The trick with webinars is to make sure of a couple of things. That you have a title that catches attention, that tells people what they're getting. Because remember, the scroll through thing, right? You've got a couple of seconds to really catch somebody's eye online. So make sure the headline and the title and that first paragraph of copy is really clear. So I'm running the steps to successfully moving out of startup. The webinar can't be any clearer than that, right? So it tells you what you get. Now, challenges. Oh, hang on, let's get back to webinars. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's almost dinner time. My tummy is starting to grumble. So with your webinars as well, so once you've created the topic and your people know what they're getting, you've promoted it because you're visible online, right? Then you need to actually build a webinar that converts. Now, old school webinar trainers will tell you that you need to spend the first half an hour of your webinar telling everyone how amazing you are so you can build rapport. Now, you do need to build rapport, especially if you're marketing to a cold audience. But these days with Facebook ads and retargeting, you've got to skip the marketing to cold people because nobody wants to sit on a webinar and listen to you talk about yourself for half an hour. I don't know how many times I've signed up to a webinar and I've just put it on silent for the first 20 minutes, half an hour, because I don't care that you were broke and you were this and you were that, and I just want the content, right? Now, there's a different approach again with webinars about how much you give away. Some people say skim across the top in a very, very fine line and don't really give anything away and make people buy. I prefer to run my webinars like a training because I want you to be able to see what you're going to get when I make my offer. So webinars aren't dead when they're done right. I find that webinars actually convert better for me than a 5-day challenge or a 7-day challenge. The biggest thing that I find with a 5-day challenge, and a lot of people talk about it, is getting people to complete. So you need to know how to build a challenge that engages and really steps people through a process and doesn't necessarily give away all of your knowledge, but still has to demonstrate to the audience that you have a skill set that they need to buy into. So would you drop webinars and just do challenges? I would say in any smart strategy, there is space for both. Webinars are a great list builder. They're very good when you do them well to be able to really engage and connect with your audience and showcase your skills. Challenges also are brilliant, but if you've never built a course before, going ahead and thinking, well, I'll just do a challenge. You may be setting yourself up for a little bit of failure. And if you need help with webinar versus challenge and how to create that stuff, please message me because I can definitely help. So, are webinars dead? I don't think so. Not by a country mile. Are challenges the best thing ever? They're only good if you really know what you're doing. So if you're in startup, you haven't been going for very long, I wouldn't suggest you do a challenge as your first up list building thing, right? They take time. There's a lot of stuff a lot of moving parts that go on behind the scene that you need to be able to set up and do well. So this may or may not have helped, may have confused you even more, may have told you what you already knew. I don't know. But post down in the comments, do you prefer a webinar? Do you prefer a challenge? How many challenges, if you have signed up for them, have you completed? And I'd start reflecting on the reasons why you're not finishing the challenges and what stops you from either signing up to a webinar or making the effort to turn up live to the webinar. Because both of them have huge opportunities for conversion when done well, but I'd never stop doing webinars. So this is Trudy from This Chick Means Business. If you want to see how I do a webinar, I'm running one on the 4th of July, the steps for successfully moving out of startup. So if you're in startup, or even if you've had a business for a while and you're not sure what phase of business you're in, you're more than welcome to sign up and join in. You can scroll through my page and find it, or I'll pop a link on the bottom of the live. But for any online business, it pays to have a well-rounded strategy that's going to appeal to people in different ways. So don't write off the webinars, don't write off the 5-day challenges, but look and see what kind of outcomes you want. Webinars are easier for people to sign up to. You get your audience at the end, you can sell your products. Challenges, you need to do them well to get people through to the end and completing. Challenges have a huge drop-off rate. So write your comments down below, let me know what you think, and start reflecting on your experiences as a consumer with both of those.